Oh, what's really going on, guys? Frig, yeah. Welcome to a Tuesday afternoon. I didn't do shit yesterday. And I didn't do shit today either, because it's already 3 o'clock and I gotta head off to work very shortly. How friggin' awesome is that? Probably not very friggin' awesome at all, but it is what it is, and we gotta go to work shortly. Son of a bitch. So as you all know, I've been having some battery problems with these son of a bitchers, but I think it was my fault. For some reason, when the battery drained on them to the floor, the settings got reset, and the camera, the son of a bitches, went back into 1080p mode with autofocus enabled. Now, literally, this is a Sony lens built into these son of a bitchers. So I'm kind of shocked when autofocus engaged that it didn't totally Sony the shit out of the video like it normally does. Look at her. She's so fluffy. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? She hates the camera so much. Well, at least you guys don't have to worry about me putting the friggin' Scamper's rants on YouTube, because she will barely ever let me videotape her. She always fucking runs away. But yeah, it is what it is. So you guys remember a couple years ago when that fence blew down? Right, like when this area blew down and all that? Well, my neighbors are doing a dump run, and they asked me if they wanted me to take all the old lattice and wood and all that shit that was rotten laying on the side of the garage. I was like, fuck, sure. I'm like, you want me to come on and give you a hand to load it? Oh, no, we got this, don't worry, we just want to make sure you're okay with us taking it. And I'm like, fuck yeah, it's garbage, take it. Problem solved, bonus. Love that kind, you know? So, that wood's gone. Fuck, I just haven't been motivated to do shit at all. And this is the problem, is once I lose my job, if it happens, now we're not sure, but once I lose the job, then I can focus more on getting shit done around here. And it's just, I don't know, it's, if you've done help desk work, like they say, the average life of a help desk technician should not be any longer than 5 years. After 5 years, they should be getting promoted to a new location. The problem with the company I work for is there's no fucking way to move up. No way to move up. Nothing you can do will get you to move up in that company unless a miracle happens, which had happened a couple times. Like one guy got moved over to IT, another guy became the boss's assistant, and one of the guys from the help desk became our team leader over the past 13 years. 3 fucking promotions. Like, the people who've been there already, like who've been there like not long, like under 5 years, they don't understand the stress that it can build up on you. Like, I used to be a really social guy. Like, we used to go to social events, and I'd be the guy who would be like fucking introducing myself to strangers. Hell, when I was with the ex, we went to her, well, her grandfather passed away, and the way, like, he didn't want a big funeral. He just wanted to keep it simple. Have people over and barbecue and fish and all this, and simple. Well, I'm outside, freaking mingling with the ex's family. She's inside watching television. And a lot of the family are people I've never met. So here I am, gotta be like super social and talk to people I don't even freaking know and get to know them and stuff with like zero assistance, you know. Just go over and say, hey, what's your name? How the frig are you and stuff. Now if I were to try that, oh my god, like, friggin' my mind is so dick. And I've done some research, and it's valid. It's like help desk work, or telephone-based incoming or even outbound work is the most stressful, mentally stressful job you can possibly get. And it's right up there with postal worker, you know? It's like, it's not a job you should be doing for long term. Like, imagine doing that job. Like, I started there when I was 22. Imagine if I ran that job for 35 years until I could retire. Imagine the fucking mental state I would be in 22 years after doing that job. I would be a fucking train wreck. I would be destroyed. Completely leveled, game over, shut her down, call her quits, you know? This is the reason why help desk technician is not an ideal lifetime career. Usually though, when you get into those positions, you tend to, if you do a really good job and stuff, like I was trying to do a really good job, and I was trying to get seen by the higher ups, and the problem is I was doing it wrong. Is I'd come up with a good idea, I'd mention it to somebody. Oh, that's a good wire. But I mentioned it to somebody, and the boss would hear about it, and the boss would claim it. You know, there's probably like thousands of you out there who've already had this happen, where you come up with a great idea to save the company money, you want to bring it up to somebody higher up, but you mention it to somebody because you're excited or something, whatever. Boss steals the idea, Now you're a joke and he's the fucking hero. Isn't that awesome? Well, honestly, it's not awesome at all. It really sucks when it's your hard work being used, somebody else is gaining from it, right? But that's happened to me a bunch of times at work, but looks like it's not helping anybody out now because, well, all management's going to be terminated once Bell takes over, and half the workforce is going to be gone too. But yeah, I can't. For some reason, one of my coworkers thought I was actually staying, but I played a prank. I want to be a bit of a dick at work. One of the guys there is like hell-bent on keeping his job. He's like, I gotta fucking keep this job. If I lose this job, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm not gonna have anything. And he's like freaking out and stuff, and he's like, he really needs to stick it out and things. Well, I made the joke of, oh fuck, I forgot to send my email off and let them know I want out, because if you forgot to send off your email, they mark you down as wanting to stay. And that would have meant 6 people wanted to stay, 4 people wanted to leave, which means one of the people who are staying wouldn't be allowed to stay, would be forced to leave. So I'm kind of a dick, and I'm like, well, fuck, I never sent off this email. What email? What the hell are you talking about, really? And that's when he kind of freaked out and stuff. I forgot to tell him it was a joke. He kind of stormed out of the office, all pissed off and things. And then yesterday my coworker's like, did you really say you were going to stay? And I'm like, fuck no, I'm not going to stay. You going to attack my camera? Sniff, sniff. Hey, stupid. You gonna attack my camera? You were swinging at it. No? Okay, good. So, yeah, I am gonna be leaving whenever the buyout happens, if it happens. Like I said on commenting on comments last Wednesday, there was a lot of nonsense going on right now with the competition board, and the competition board already shut down a sale out east, or out west, sorry, or was it out east? I think it was out east. Eastlink was trying to buy something and they shut it down, and Bell Alliant was trying to buy something else and they shut it down due to the monopoly clause. That's right. Like I said on commenting on comments, when Bell acquires us, the only options you're going to have for telephone up north is Bell or Bell or Bell, which means whatever they want to charge for it, you can either pay it or say, I don't want a fucking phone, which is the reason why I do not want to move further north, and I have a feeling the help desk is going to Timmins. No fucking thanks. I know Timmins is a nice city, but the further north you get, the further you condemn yourself. I'm sorry to say, but that's the way the government's playing it, and that's the way it's going to be. Until they separate Ontario. And what I mean by that is we need to divide Ontario into 2. Everything north of the 400 highway is Northern Ontario. Everything south of the 400 highway is Southern Ontario. The north has different requirements than the south. This is the reason why we do not have winter tires mandatory in Ontario. If you have winter tires, you get an insurance reduction, but you do not have to have winter tires on your car. Unlike Quebec, where you have to have winter tires on your car. And I think there's other provinces too where it's like, it's the law. Come winter, strap on winters, you know, and the car dealers are aware of this, so that when you buy a brand new car, they give you a deal on the winter tires, so it doesn't, you know, friggin' fold the bank in half. But still, it's like if the Northern Ontario and Southern Ontario was split into North Dakota, South Dakota, that's what Ontario needs to be, because the South has way weirder demands than we do, and because they dominate us in population, they always get what they want. And we always get what we don't understand what to do with. You know? They'll like start a law and or start a bylaw, and it doesn't make any fucking sense for us up here, but it makes complete and total sense for the people in like Toronto and Ottawa and shit. So that's why we need to divide Ontario. Won't happen, but it should. Also, something else I need to do with these glasses. I know I'm bouncing between the work and the glasses. In 1080p autofocus mode, they can go for 38 minutes and then they shit the bed. That much I know. Right now I got them set to 720p fixed focus mode, so they work like a fucking a 5 megapixel Sony camera that wants to be a flip. Okay, so it's got its fixed focus mode. From here to all the way out to a certain distance, it can focus no problem and get a proper video. Now, when we were trail riding, I tried to hook this thing up to it, but as you can tell, the end of the cable is really long because this is the only cable I had. I need to get another cable for it, then I need to figure out a way how to mount this in my helmet, and then I can charge these glasses and probably just use the glasses for the entire romp, because I missed a couple scenes that were pretty fucking awesome, and one of them was when Adrian decided to go through the puddle. By the puddle I meant that lake, or that river, or whatever the fuck it was, when he went through there. On his video, you don't see it. well, you can tell he fucked up, but you don't see it as awesome as on my video, because I looked over and there he was in the lake, and all I saw was plumes and plumes of vapor just rising. And then his video didn't capture, and I saw that and I'm like, oh fuck, he owes me an engine. That's all I said, was oh fuck, he owes me an engine, eh? Because I thought for sure he just like hydro-locked the engine, like maybe bent a rod or something, who knows. Like, it's a fucking 6.5 horse engine, they're not big, so it's not going to take much to fucking direct them, if that's what you think. But they're pretty resilient little engines, because I swamped mine once, twice, and he swamped his twice. I put mine right in the water, he put his right in the water, and then he swamped it by going through the water too slow, and the whole friggin' bike just got covered in the intake, took some in and choked it out. And I did the same with my bike. Both bikes are still running, both bikes are still fine. I got to get out there one of these days and weld the frame on the black bike. But I think this weekend coming up, well, I got to go on Saturday, I think I'm working. I got to check at work. And Sunday, I think I'm going over to Dad's to fix his computer, for fuck's sake. So this weekend's going to be just shit for video footage and repairs and romping and all that, which fucking blows, but it is what it is, so we'll look into it. Or I think this might be the weekend of my long weekend. I might be working, I might be off Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then I work Tuesday to Saturday, off Sunday, work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then carry on. But, I don't know. They just need to hurry up and sell the company so I can have my fucking free time and find something else to do with my life, because this is ridiculous. Just saying.